Welcome to another episode of Firefighting in Canada This Week. I'm Jason Coblin, and today's edition is brought to you by VFIS of Canada, a division of CVIS Incorporated, Canada's largest insurer of firefighters. This week's top story: the Stoney Nakoda Fire Department in Alberta is no longer responding to emergency calls. Then, select Ontario fire and rescue teams are granted $15,000 for new equipment. And finally, tune in to our latest podcast, launching Monday, April 1st. Rocky Mountain Outlook reported that the Stoney Nakoda Fire Department in Alberta is no longer responding to emergency calls on the First Nation Reserve after its fire chief recently resigned, leaving 3,700 residents vulnerable to emergencies. Jeff Bedham, the fire chief for the department, announced his resignation in an email and told area fire chiefs the department was disbanding. Prior to Bedham's resignation, the often underfunded fire department had only 3 firefighters and operated weekdays between 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It relied heavily on the Exshaw Fire Department as well as the Cochrane Fire Department to respond to emergencies. In 2018, the Exshaw Fire Department responded to at least 60 calls on the reserve. Volunteer fire and rescue teams will be replacing some old equipment soon, thanks to funding received through Jenny's Heroes Canada Ontario Fire Services Equipment Grants. Gooley Fire and Rescue Volunteers, Awares Volunteer Fire Department, Batchewana Fire Department, and Searchmont Community Volunteer Fire Department submitted a joint application. Their application was one of 6 approved out of 40 through this program. Jenny's Heroes aims to support volunteer fire services who work on limited budget and resources across the country. The joint application from the Sioux region received a total of $15,000 to replace radio repeater and associated equipment, allowing for long-distance communications from their dispatch center in Sault Ste. Marie as far as 100 kilometers away. Wildland fire experts and ecologists are saying firefighters should brace for more forest and wildland blazes across Canada in future years, because it will be the new norm as climate change takes hold. Mike Flanagan, a professor of wildland fire at the University of Alberta, spoke with Firefighting in Canada about the issue in a podcast that will be aired April 1st. His research suggests that wildfire intensity has increased significantly in recent years and more extreme fires will only continue.
Our area burn has doubled since the 70s, and I attribute this to our changing fire weather and more specifically to climate change. As we get warmer, we're seeing more and more fire. And the warmer it gets, the more fire we see.
You can check out the podcast on the Firefighting in Canada website at firefightingincanada.com on Monday, April 1st. This is Annex Business Media's Niche TV. Thanks again to VFIS of Canada, a division of CVIS Incorporated, Canada's largest insurer of firefighters. Stay tuned for our next episode on Friday, April 5th.